Hey everyone! Figuring out if animals have feelings is a big debate in science. Some people treat their pets like they're almost human, saying their cats and dogs feel emotions. But scientists are more doubtful about how much animals really understand. They think even if animals feel things, it's not as deep as our feelings. However, real-life situations show the opposite. In some videos, you can see animals acting in ways that prove they have emotions. Even if you're not sure about this idea, these videos might change your mind. They show that animals can feel sadness and miss their friends just like people do. It's interesting to see how animals and humans share emotions. Crows. Bird experts, known as ornithologists, have noticed something peculiar about crows when they encounter the lifeless bodies of their fellow crows. In the past, people thought the birds were organizing some kind of funeral, with the crows gathering around the deceased and emitting loud, screeching calls. However, it wasn't until a recent experiment conducted by American researcher Kaylee Swift that this behavior was more thoroughly explored. Kaylee Swift embarked on her study by spending several days at Seattle City Park, offering peanuts to the local ravens. Then, in a different getup, she returned to the same spot wearing a spooky mask and holding a stuffed, lifeless crow. The surprising findings of the experiment left scientists astonished. Upon spotting Kaylee in her altered appearance, one of the ravens instantly sounded the alarm. The others swiftly joined in, creating a cacophony, as if they were shouting to the skies. It resembled an unusual ritual, leading some to question the nature of the crow's behavior. Kaylee has a unique interpretation of the events. She believes the birds were warning their nearby kin about potential danger. But the most astonishing part of the experiment unfolded the day after the crow's simulated funeral. Kaylee, back in her regular attire, returned to the park to feed the birds. Although they accepted the treats, they did so with greater caution and reluctance. According to Kaylee, they appeared on edge. The real surprise came when she once again donned the eerie mask. The crows recognized her, unleashing a cacophony of screams and attempting to chase her away. This unexpected display of memory in the crows highlights the intelligence of these birds. Langur monkeys. The langur monkey is a type of primate that lives mainly in India. In an interesting experiment, researchers found that these monkeys react to the loss of their family members in a way similar to humans. To test this, scientists placed a fake monkey with cameras for eyes in the forest. One of the real monkeys accidentally knocked the robot off a tree, thinking he had unintentionally harmed a baby monkey. Immediately, the monkey showed signs of mourning. It lowered its head as if feeling guilty, and soon other monkeys joined in. They sniffed the robot's body and hugged each other for comfort, mimicking a real funeral. The touching part was observing how even the monkey parents hugged their offspring. This made people on the internet rethink the idea that animals don't have feelings. Many were amazed by the monkeys' strong sense of empathy towards one another. However, some viewers pointed out that conducting such experiments could be cruel. They worried that the monkeys might carry a sense of guilt for the rest of their lives. Scientists are still debating whether animals, including monkeys, can feel guilt. Chimpanzee. Scientists have discovered that chimpanzees and humans share about 90% of their DNA. This similarity enables chimpanzees to engage in complex behaviors such as using tools, making decisions, and expressing emotions. In a recent video filmed in Zambia, Africa, a group of scientists observed a remarkable event involving a community of chimpanzees. The researchers were working within a fenced area of nearly 1 square kilometer, home to approximately 43 chimpanzees. One day, 2 chimpanzees stumbled upon the lifeless body of a 9-year-old male. To the surprise of the scientists, many other primates soon gathered around. For a prolonged period, the chimpanzees maintained an unusual silence, reminiscent of a genuine funeral. Some of them delicately sniffed and touched the deceased, displaying behavior unprecedented in the eyes of the scientists. This behavior strongly suggests that chimpanzees possess an awareness of death and loss. However, the most astonishing moment occurred when a female chimpanzee, who had recently experienced the loss of her own baby, brought the deceased infant's body to the mourning site. She positioned herself a short distance away from the lifeless body, joining the rest of the chimpanzee community in what appeared to be a collective expression of grief. Although scientists hesitate to label this behavior as grief due to the limited empirical data available, the emotional resonance was evident. Pilot whales. Pilot whales, also known as blackfish, are incredibly intelligent creatures with brains twice the size of humans. While we can't directly compare their mental abilities to ours, they exhibit remarkable intelligence among animals. One striking aspect of their behavior is their advanced social skills. These marine mammals showcase a deep commitment to their kin, never abandoning them in times of trouble, a trait that can sometimes lead to heartbreaking consequences. There's a theory suggesting that pilot whales might beach themselves when one of their members passes away. In a poignant example, a video captures a grieving pilot whale mother mourning the loss of her calf, a tragic casualty of ocean debris. The mother tenderly touches the calf's head, carefully dragging it along the ocean surface, and emits vocalizations resembling cries of mourning. This poignant display highlights the profound emotional connection within these animals and suggests a level of intelligence that enables them to grapple with the concept of loss. Dolphins. Now, let's talk about regular dolphins, the ones that people often think of as having human-like qualities and smarts. Some scientists filmed a video in the Mediterranean Sea, and after they shared it online, many other scientists started to wonder, can dolphins feel sad when they lose a friend? In the video, a dolphin swims around its friend that has passed away for about an hour, almost like it's trying to wake it up. Scientists say that dolphins can show emotions similar to when humans feel really sad. For instance, some lady dolphins might carry their babies that have died in their mouths for a few weeks. Interestingly, scientists noticed that whales, which are related to dolphins, don't do this as much. They think it's because dolphins and whales have different kinds of brains. But here's the thing, the scientific community is still trying to figure out if dolphins and other animals can actually feel grief. It's not easy because we can't just ask animals how they're feeling. So, scientists have to watch what animals do and make their best guesses about what those actions mean. Elephants. Elephants, those big and gentle creatures, are like us in many ways. They live in groups, and family means a lot to them. When an elephant gets sick, its family takes care of it. But what's really interesting is how they deal with death. Elephants have a special way of saying goodbye to their loved ones. Imagine this. When an elephant dies, the others gather around. They don't just walk away. Instead, they touch the body with their trunks or try to make the fallen elephant stand up. It's like they want to bring their friend back to life. When they realize that it's not possible, they trumpet loudly, as if shouting to the world about their loss. Then comes something even more unusual. The elephants throw leaves and dirt on the body of the one who passed away. It's like they're covering their friend with a natural blanket. After that, they visit the grave for several days, standing there in complete silence. It's as if they're mourning, just like humans do when they lose someone close. Penguins. Emperor penguins in Antarctica are used to really tough weather. In winter, it gets super cold, like -40 degrees, and there's a strong wind blowing at 40 meters per second. But guess what? Penguins have a cool way of dealing with it. Scientists found out that their feathers are like their own built-in jackets, keeping them warm. Plus, they huddle up in groups to share body heat, just like in this video. The penguins in the middle are like the VIPs, getting the most warmth, while the ones on the outside have a tough time. To fix this, penguins figured out a trick. They take turns moving around, so everyone gets a chance to be in the cozy middle. It's like a rotation system, you know? But here's the sad part. Sometimes the littlest penguins face risks. Like, in a snowstorm, one baby penguin didn't make it. The mom tried so hard to save it, poking and crying, but it was too late. Another penguin friend came over, maybe to share the sadness. It's really tough to watch without feeling super sad. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more amazing stories about nature and animals, consider subscribing to our channel.